my favorite brother. How much money can you lend me this time?
I can do 2,000.
What? Why is there $3,500 missing from our bank account?
Oh yeah, I lent that to Millie.
What? Whoa. Hold on, we're missing a whole $7,000.
Oh right, forgot to mention, that was a surprise present, as a loan, of course.
Trouble busters!
Huh? For some reason, our regular deposits are getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah, I lent a few thousand more to Millie.
What, again? I'm Helen. I'm just your average working wife. I've been saving up to own my own dream home someday. But my husband keeps breaking into the joint account without asking to lend money to my sister-in-law, Millie. It's a real problem. Oh, jeez, money can start raining from the sky any day now. Please. Hey, Sean, I sure wish I had about $200 to buy a new bag. I wonder if you could hook me up.
Oh sure, take it.
Yay! Excuse me? How many times are you gonna lend this girl money? Ooh, Helen's mad. Careful not to get too many wrinkles. Sean, my very best brother in the whole wide world, how much can you lend me right now?
About $2,000.
What? Woohoo! You're rolling in money over here, Sean.
We got plenty of savings, Helen, and my sister needs the money. We can cut her some slack.
Sure, it's not like those savings were for my dream home or something. Come on, you're not even losing anything. It's a loan. I'm gonna pay you back. So literally, what are you even complaining about? Quit whining.
Millie only just got a full-time job and she's hurting for money right now. Don't you have any sympathy?
Whatever, it's fine to lend her some money this time, but she has to pay it back in full, okay? Oh my god, shut up already. I get it, I'm gonna. What? Why is there $3,500 missing from our bank account?
Oh, I gave that to Millie.
You gave her that much? She hasn't paid back a single cent of the money we already lent her.
What's the big deal? Doesn't Millie deserve nice things too? It's tough without any money to spare.
Can't she start a savings account or anything other than taking a loan from us?
My sister is in the prime of her life right now. All she wants is to live it up while she's still young enough to enjoy it.
I really think it's time for us to start focusing on buying a home.
Just save up more money then.
Ugh, okay. What? Whoa. Hold on. We're missing a whole $7,000.
Oh, right. I forgot to mention that was a surprise present. As a loan, of course.
Are you kidding me? Don't you think that's way too much to be handing out to people?
It's for necessary expenses. What else is she gonna do?
I can't believe this.
I'm sick of you getting on my back every single time I lend my sister a little money.
I was saving that money so that I could be a homeowner one day.
You're making plenty of money. Why is it so hard to just save it up again?
Are you serious?
You're an only child. You don't know what it's like to look out for a brother or sister. I actually feel kind of bad for you.
In the end, even after lending thousands of dollars from our savings, he still hasn't managed to wrangle one penny out of his sister to pay us back. I made most of the money that we're lending to Millie, but my husband can't even spare a single thanks. That was all bad enough, but lending an extra $7,000 on top of that? I'm at my limit. No mercy. Troublebusters. Thanks for the $7,000, Sean. I'm seeing some Hawaiian beaches in my future.
Oh man, sounds great.
They're still at it. Oh wow, I almost forgot about souvenirs. I cannot buy souvenirs. So I could use a few thousand more dollars.
You got a point there. Hey Helen, can you go grab the cash we have in the drawer?
Sure, right after I call my dad real quick. I mean, these are thousands of dollars on top of the thousands of dollars we already lent. I just want to ask his opinion on all this. Hey now, let's not be so hasty. We don't really need to bother him, do we?
Too late. I'm already bothered. Ah, my dear father-in-law.
Sorry to call you on such short notice, Dad.
Helen, you really should have asked my opinion before it got to this point.
Yeah, I have some regrets about how long I took to make a decision.
Hey, man, always nice to see you. Don't even try sucking up to me right now. What in the world is all this? I mean, it's, Helen already promised we would lend the money. I'm just trying to make sure she keeps her word. Helen knows the value of her money. I raised my daughter right. Ever since she was a little girl, I taught her not to get caught up in lending or borrowing too much. She would never go around promising people money like that. Yeah, well, Millie's the exception. Helen said she would make an exception just for my little sister. Is this true, Helen?
No, most of this money Sean took from the house account and lent it to Millie behind my back without even talking to me about it first.
So he's lying to me. But originally, Helen... Cut the crap! I'm sick of your excuses. You're trying to find some other way to twist this into being Helen's fault, aren't you? But this is really just some big misunderstanding. My little sister was down on her luck without enough money to make ends meet. All I did was lend her some of our money to ease the burden. That's not what it sounds like to me. From where I'm standing, your sister is out there living it up. No, you have it all wrong. And that's not all. You went so far as to redirect her sister-in-law away from warning her about her extravagance. It felt like Helen was really discounting my sister's lived experiences there, so I couldn't help it. My daughter wasn't trying to speak ill of your sister. She was trying to teach her how to live like a respectable adult. Millie is borrowing $12,500 from my daughter so far, and she's still trying to ask for more? Now hold on. You can't be talking like it's only your daughter's money. This is a joint bank account we're talking about. Helen showed me the ledger. She's putting most of that money in there. Helen? You can't just show your dad our bank account ledger. That's not fair.
Not fair? I have the right to tell my own parents what's going on with my finances.
You don't have to talk to him about every little thing, do you? If you were worried, you could have just talked to me directly. Maybe I would have done things a little differently if only you'd asked.
Did you forget you took $7,000 of our money at once without even asking me permission first?
So you should have told me to my face that you didn't want me to do that. I can't believe you're painting me as the bad guy when you won't even communicate properly. You just went and tattled to your daddy. Unbelievable. Don't give me that crap. You went behind your wife's back to withdraw money from your shared account to give it to your sister. Do you have any idea how much financial anxiety you've dumped into Helen's lap?
Sean, people living in glass houses really shouldn't go throwing stones.
Glass house? What are you even talking about?
Don't play dumb. Who are you talking to about keeping secrets? I know you've been secretly transferring money from the joint account into your personal account.
I would never do such a thing. How dare you accuse me of that?
So what's this on the bank statement? This isn't the money you gave to Millie. No use hiding it anymore. Maybe you'll recognize this business card. It's the club where you blew all that money on escort services, isn't it?
How do you know about that, Helen?
Sure, you hid it better than I'd expect of you, Sean. But they mailed you a discount coupon for your birthday recently.
What was the owner thinking? Don't they even realize what kind of business they're running?
This all came out of nowhere for me, so I'm pretty grateful for the evidence they gave me.
Okay, there was a perfectly good reason for all of this, Helen. Don't jump to conclusions. One of my co-workers wouldn't stop harassing me to go, and he's my superior at the company, so I basically had no choice but to say yes.
The girls at the club did tell me about that. And they also told me that you kept coming by yourself alone. Long after that time with your coworker.
Why do you know all of this?
I thought I'd investigate things personally. When I went to the club myself, I heard a whole lot about you.
Why'd you have to go that far? Don't you trust me?
After you did all this, I don't think there's anyone on earth that would trust you in my position.
Wait, you know how I hate to let people down, right?
Sure, I guess you used to be a pretty sweet guy. I remember when you had such a hard time turning people down when they asked you for things.
Yeah, and all the girls at the club, they kept asking me to come back. And it's just so hard to say no to them. I just went a little bit to make them happy, but only a little.
Oh, just a little, you say? Wow, that's so weird.
What's weird about it?
All the girls were saying you bought them some little presents too.
Where's your proof? You're making things up.
Really? I have this much testimony from the people at the club, and you're still acting like I got this out of nowhere.
They all just got together and came up with some bogus story. It doesn't mean anything. Give me some actual proof that I went there to the club to mess around. Go on.
I really do think the testimony I got was credible, but if you insist, then all right, I'll show you proof.
Wait, really? You have proof for real?
Obviously, there's a video of you messing around there uploaded on your social media accounts.
Oh, crap. I deleted all the recent ones. I forgot there was one left from when I first started going. Wait, no, Helen, you're talking nonsense, aren't you? How long do you plan on keeping up this act? Be a man and own up to your mistakes. I'm sorry, I went the one time and it was kind of fun, so it became a little bit of a habit. I'm stunned by your disrespect for your own wife. You're going to pay back all of the money you took from this household, every last cent. Please, forgive me. That's almost $15,000 we're talking about. It's gonna take me over half a year to save up that much with my salary. You did this. Take responsibility for your own actions.
Wow, the old man's flipping out. This doesn't have anything to do with me, so I'm just gonna go now.
Where do you think you're going, Millie?
I just got money to lend by my brother. I don't have anything to do with where the money came from.
No, you're a full-grown adult woman now. There's not really anything wrong with asking for a little help from Sean, but why did you start harassing my daughter, too?
She's family. Family helps each other out. It just makes sense, or at least that's what Sean said.
Millie, cut it out! Stop dragging me into this! You're an adult with your own job. If you just thought about it for a moment, shouldn't you realize that what you're doing is wrong?
Hey, no, please stop freaking out on me so much. You're scaring me. I want to go home.
Millie! Hey, you! I don't care if you're my father-in-law. Stop threatening my little sister. This is a crime.
A crime? What is there, some law about how everyone has to pamper your little sister now? I'm at my limit, Sean. We're getting a divorce.
What? Divorce? Why?
How can you even ask that after everything we've talked about? We worked so hard. No, I worked so hard. By myself. To save up the money to buy our dream home. You dipped into that money like it was your all-you-can-eat buffet. Just for you.
I get it. I get it already. You're jealous that I'm paying more attention to Millie than to you, aren't you, Helen? So you're acting out.
Nope, I've got the divorce papers right here.
What? You've got to be joking. And your jokes aren't even funny. Give it a rest.
I'll be honest, when you first told me about lending the original $2,000, I felt conflicted. I thought maybe you and Millie would come to your senses and maybe that was just a fluke.
If you were feeling conflicted, then you should have just come to talk to me about it.
Shut up with that line. I've tried to talk to you countless times and you always ignored me.
I won't ignore you this time. Why can't we talk right now? Please, forgive me. Don't you love me?
It's too late for that. I don't even want to see your face anymore.
Don't say that. I can't live without you. It's time for you to reflect on your actions and do your best to live honestly from here on out. Shut up and listen to me, you pompous jerk.
Yeah, anyways, it's not fair for you to hide behind your dad like this, Helen. I would have turned a blind eye to all of this if you would pay me back money within a reasonable time frame. But both of you went behind my back without my permission, buying whatever you wanted, not even paying back any of it. I was planning on paying it back, I promise. You're just misunderstanding and twisting this to make me look like a bad guy. Oh yeah, then why haven't you paid back a single penny from the money you borrowed 3 months ago? Well, you know, I had a lot of other things I wanted, so you gotta try lots of the finer things in life while you're still young, or else it's a waste, right? What you mean to say is you never had any intention of paying it back from the very beginning. You're the one who's always saying that you shouldn't lend anyone money unless you're prepared to not get it back. You're a working woman. Don't you understand the value of money by now? Don't try to turn this on me. Sure, you're just a sister-in-law, but you're still my big sister. It just makes sense for you to be nicer to me.
Yeah, Helen, you're always so cold to Millie.
I'm always so what?
I lent her the money so you guys would get along a little better, but fine, whatever. I guess we're getting divorced.
Yeah, I don't want you people as my relatives anymore. No way, no how.
But don't worry, Millie. I've got my own secret savings account, so I'll still be able to lend you money from here on out, too.
Yay, you're so nice to me, unlike the stingy hag Helen. Excuse me? Sorry to interrupt your celebration over there, but that's not happening. Shut up, Helen. Nobody asked you. Now that we're getting divorced, Sean needs to pay for damages.
Damages? You're the one initiating the divorce, so shouldn't you have to pay that?
Trying to push your payments off on my brother? You're so shameless. I don't know where you're getting these ideas from, but they're all wrong. I've been jotting down notes on everything Sean said up until now.
Wait, when did you start doing that?
Looks like I was right to keep notes just in case they would come in handy someday. It's gonna be used as evidence, so don't get any stupid ideas in your head.
No way!
Sorry to rush you along while you're feeling down, but this conversation is over. Can you sign these papers and then get out of here, please?
What? Aren't you gonna move back in with your parents? So why can't I just stay here?
Did you forget that my father paid for this place?
Helen will move back in with us, and then I'll rent this place out to someone else. That's the plan. Oh, really? But then I don't have anywhere else to go.
That's not my problem, Sean. Find an apartment to rent without relying on other people for once.
I am very disappointed in you, young man. If you want to get in contact in the future, here's my lawyer's business card. All communications go through him now. What? I can't even talk to Helen face to face anymore?
I don't want to talk to you anymore.
That's how it is. All we need from you now is financial compensation, and we expect that as soon as possible. We're heading home now. Wait, Helen!
What could you possibly still have to say to me, Sean?
I'm begging you, Helen. We're still husband and wife, aren't we?
For now, until I turn in the divorce paperwork, which I'm going to do as soon as I possibly can.
There's still time to put that paperwork in the shredder and start over with me.
Absolutely not. And you already promised your sister you were going to keep spoiling her as much as she wants.
You've opened my eyes, Helen. If you're gone, I won't have anything left.
We could have had this conversation so many times before this, while we were still married.
You were so nice to me. How can you turn on a dime to betray me this much?
Are you done yet? I'm in a hurry, so I really need to get going. Wait, my beautiful, wonderful sister-in-law. Billy, you too? What now? You don't have to lay it on so thick. Please don't divorce my brother. Too late. You're basically the reason why we're getting divorced at all. So you've got some guts acting like you can change my mind. Oh my God, you are so mean. You can't even hear me out on one little favor.
Both of you cut it out. How selfish can you people get?
But I can't keep up my lifestyle if I'm living with that much debt.
Let's go, Helen. Talking to these two is just a waste of our time.
I think you're right. Wait, can you at least have the amount of money I have to pay back? I can't afford all this.
Why'd you have to butt in, Millie? You ruined everything. We were just about to get back together. It's your fault that Helen is leaving me.
Weren't you paying attention to how much she hates you? She was gonna dump you either way.
What was that? Say that again. I dare you.
After that, the two siblings that were once so doting to each other broke into endless fighting. They stopped talking to each other over the incident. In order to pay me for damages, Sean couldn't afford any more free time. He was stuck working hard from early in the morning until late at night. Millie struggled to pay back what she owed me, too. She had to sell the brand name handbag that she'd gone out of her way to buy, though I hear she was crying the whole time. Now that I moved back in with my parents, I've been working hard, too. I actually just got a promotion. I hope Sean and Millie learn how to work and earn their own money to pursue their interests the way they want, without leeching off of other people. Troublebusters.